All right, guys, week 3, muscle ups. How do we take everything we've learned in the last 2 weeks, bring it all together for the actual ring muscle up? When we start talking about doing muscle ups or kipping muscle ups on the high rings, we really want to have a good understanding of what our hollow body position and our Superman arch or our hollow arch position feels like on the ground first, okay? So we're going to start there, and then we're going to move to the pull-up bar, and I'm going to show you the Superman hollow kip on the bar, static bar, or the pull-up bar, and then we'll move over to the rings and show you how to transfer that over into your muscle-up kip. Okay. First things first, T's going to take her PVC. This is going to be her imaginary pull-up bar, right? And ultimately her rings when she gets up there. She's going to get down on her back, and she's just going to do a couple of hollow holds. And what she's going to do is she's going to find that position first. Okay. Make sure that low back is on the ground. Make sure your butt is squeezed tight and your shoulders are off the ground. Right. So this is that Superman hold we're looking for. She's going to come back down. And now she's going to try to reclaim that position as quick as she can. So go and hold and back down. And go and hold and back down. She'll do 3 or 4 of these, okay? And she's going to roll it over to her belly. That's it. This is called your hollow arch or your Superman arch. She's going to do the same thing first, just nice and slow. Come up to a hollow arch position. Shoulders are off the ground and her feet are off the ground. Okay, you can see, again, she's clenching tight as hard as she can with her butt, and she's trying to raise her chest up off the ground. Relax. Again, she's going to try to reclaim that same position quickly, right? When she hears that snap go, she's going to pop to her position. Right? Go, and up, and back down, and go, and back down, and go, and back down. 3 to 5 reps here too, okay? These are positions that are crucial to be able to maintain or achieve on the bar. They take a little bit of practice down here on the floor. So even if we're working on our strict muscle up or our strict prerequisites for the muscle up, we can still be doing these things to practice our kip, okay? She's gonna move over here to the pull-up bar now, and we're gonna do the same thing. You might wanna get from the side angle on this. Good. Okay, jump up there for me. All right. So essentially she's doing the same thing here she was on the ground, only now she gets to do both of them in combination. Okay. She'll start with a hollow rock or a hollow hold by pulling back, and then Superman arch. And then hollow hold, Superman arch. Hollow hold, Superman arch. Hollow hold, Superman arch. Hollow hold, Superman arch. Right? Press for a second. Good. Now, being able to reclaim these 2 positions quickly and tight, keeping a nice tight body the whole time, is going to generate the most amount of force in the shortest amount of time, right? So we're talking quick power, fast power, generated with the least amount of movement possible, okay? Now, she's going to jump up, she'll do a set of 3. I want you to notice the difference between the last set and this set on how open and closed she gets. She's going to stay super, super tight this time and really try to make that kip real nice and tight. And rest. Good. You have to maintain those positions when you're in them, okay? If the butt turns off, right, meaning you go soft through your butt, then you're going to flail your legs forward or backwards, okay? If you stop squeezing those ribs down and you reach forward, you're going to break in the midline, okay? So make sure everything in those positions is tight the whole time you're doing this. This is your kipping drill that we're doing, okay? Let's move it over here to the rings. All right, last step in the kipping ring muscle up is actually attempting them, right? But how do we take what we've learned and apply that to the ring muscle up itself? What I want you to remember is over here, right? We're working on hollow and Superman arch. We're working on creating power through the hip, okay? But that power in this ring muscle up starts in this big Superman arch and begins with accelerating the toes through the bottom portion of your kip, right? So we're thinking about creating speed with our feet as we sweep our feet down towards the floor and up in front of our body, okay? It's a lot bigger kip as well, because now you're on a dynamic plane, okay? So your arms move as well as your feet move, and your torso is pretty much gonna stay in the same place, okay? She's gonna jump up there, she's just gonna do a couple of big kips, and I want you to watch how she consciously brings her feet through and tries to generate speed through the bottom, okay? Faster. There you go. And rest. Good. Okay. Generating that speed through the bottom of the kip, right, is crucial to being able to reclaim this open hip position. Okay. It begins the power sequence. It starts in this hollow arch position. Okay, and it brings it all the way through to ultimately the drive of the rings to the hips. Okay. This time, she's going to do a couple of those same kips, but what she's going to add in is a little bit of a knee rise. Okay, what this does for you is that knee breaking just a little bit on the forward side of the swing allows for a little bit more hip closure and a lot more power generation through the hip when she opens. Okay, so she'll add in that little bit of knee, and then she's actually going to also extend her hips towards the rings. Yeah, sure. More. So it's kind of tough to see if you slow that video down, right, or take it frame by frame. You can watch her feet accelerate through the bottom, and as she gets in front of those rings and that shoulder starts to close just a little bit, then those knees rise slightly, and she's able to reclaim that hollow arch position on the way back up to the rings, right? Also notice where her positioning is on the rings, right? It's low. It's not all the way to her hips, but it's in that same direction, right? That pull towards the hip with the rings is important. If you're pulling those rings to your neck or your chest, it's the same thing as trying to do a strict muscle up over here, right? And pulling those rings here. We got to pull low. Even on the kipping muscle up, we got to pull low as well, okay? Last thing is to actually apply the sit-up that we learned on the boxes last week to the muscle up. And if you're just learning these and you're just getting comfortable with doing multiple reps in a row, or even just getting one or two or three back-to-back as singles, this sit-up portion is probably the most important part that people miss, okay? Practice doing your muscle-ups just to the bottom of the dip and then falling back down or lowering yourself back down to the ground, jumping back up and doing another couple of reps. So she'll do two, all right? She's gonna do them as singles. She'll jump up, she'll get her kip going, she'll get a good strong muscle up to the bottom of the ring dip and then drop back down. She'll do it one more time just to show you. Back down. So being able to control your body in that catch position, as we call it, the bottom of the ring dip, is super crucial to tying these muscle ups together. Okay, if you feel like you have to pull those rings in every time you sit through, you're doing this like mini version of an iron cross, right? Then it becomes super taxing on your upper body. Okay, we want to make this as easy as possible. So as you pull low and sit through with the ring super tight to your body. Okay, the press out or the ring dip portion is completely secondary. It is part of the muscle up, and you do have to do it. So don't omit it completely. But if you're just learning these, sitting through and getting back down will save you a little bit of energy and allow you to practice a little bit longer. Okay, so do a couple of muscle ups, 2 muscle ups. With the press out, just so you know what they look like. Pay special attention to the speed she creates with her feet coming through the bottom. Pay special attention to the slight knee rise in front right before she extends her hips, okay? That's your kipping ring muscle up, guys. Keep practicing your progressions. We've got 2 weeks till the CrossFit Open. Chances are we're gonna see muscle ups in the Open this year, whether they be bar or ring. We'll do a quick video towards the end of next week, maybe for the bar muscle up and how to apply what we've learned to that. But that concludes the 3-week series on the muscle up. Don't forget your strict first, your strength prerequisites, all the different drills on the low rings and the boxes, over the fence drills that we do for hip extension. Practice those things before you get on the high rings and try to actually attempt to muscle up. It will build those muscle memory patterns. It'll ultimately make you better in the end. See you in a couple weeks.